Hey, welcome to the Greater Marriage Podcast. We are the Millers, and we're so glad that you joined us today, wherever you're joining from. We have got a really fun episode for you today. We're doing a little Would You Rather Couples Edition, and this is actually a resource that we've created for you. And so you can go to our website, greatermarriage.com. We're going to put a link to it in the bio, in the description. And so make sure that you jump on and download this resource and use it at your next date night. We're going to go through a few of the questions today. We just kind of finished writing this, and man, these are super fun. Some kind of gross, some will really initiate some conversation. Some maybe you'll learn something that you never knew about your spouse. And so I'm excited about it. Honestly, the reason we created this, we were talking about this, a couple of days ago, is sometimes you just go on a date and you just want to spend time together and you want to laugh and have fun and you just end up talking business. Right? It's kids, it's work, it's budget, it's details, it's what do we have coming up next month? What do we have going on? What are we doing this summer? School's about to be back in session. What are we doing? Like, it's just, you just begin and you get to the end of the night. And it's like, we got to be home. We got a sitter or the kids are home, whatever. And you get to the end of the night and it's like, man, we've got that fun together. Like, it's fun being together, but we didn't do anything fun. We just ate and talked business.
And that's all you do in the dating stage, right? You're not necessarily talking about the business stuff. You're not talking about the kids usually. It's like when you're dating, you're like trying to get to know each other more and tell me about this and what do you think about this and what are your dreams for that? And we just get in these routines after we've been together for so many years of kind of checking the boxes. And so This resource came out of a desire to shake things up a little bit. We had those date nights plenty of times that we just kind of get home and it's like, that was great, but did we add depth to our relationship? Do I have a deeper understanding of you? And not that every date has to be this life-altering kind of conversation, but even just the little things like, am I walking away from this date knowing you on a deeper level, knowing the desires of your heart, being able to share my heart? And so this resource, we're calling it a date night deep dive, Would You Rather edition. Meaning there's probably going to be more that we will release in the future. But we just created this for ourselves and for any of our listeners who are just looking for something to kind of help add some fun into the conversation.
Yeah, I love it. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the first one because I think this is hilarious. Would you rather have a spouse that insisted on matching every Sunday or only spoke in Christian cliches during the week?
Because I feel like there's a lot of holidays and I love a good matching moment.
Love a good matching moment.
For listeners out there, the moms especially, you've got kids that you can still wrangle into matching. I feel like we're coming up to that age with our almost 12-year-old son who is not necessarily wanting to coordinate outfits with his little brother, little sister, but I'm here for the matching moments. So
you also have an almost 36-year-old husband who's like, what about earth tones? What if we go black on black? What if we can wear hats on this one? What if we rock sneakers in these photos instead of dress shoes? It's like, sometimes it's funny because I feel like there are times when I walk out and I'm like, yo, we're matching. I got dressed, we kind of make this joke of like, I got dressed first. Like, I'm not the one that matched, whatever. But it's only when you wear earth tones because I am cream, white, black, gray, green all day long.
Just boring.
Oh, I love it.
Plain and boring.
I wouldn't say boring. I would say classy, elegant. Deep V with the tank underneath. Come on now. It's my summer vibe.
Okay. And the Christian cliches. I don't know that I could pull those out of my butt if I had to.
Oh, come on. You grew up in a Baptist church. You're full of them. They're all there.
You are the ultimate, one lover. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say you would probably rather use Christian cliches for a week. I 100% would rather match.
I wouldn't mind matching. And it's also the spouse, so it's got to be your Christian cliches.
What do you mean?
I just mean, it says, would you rather have your spouse match you Oh, I guess it's all of you only speak, not just your spouse only speaking Christian cliches. We both got to speak in Christian cliches all week. I don't know. We're matching. I'm down, babe. Let's ride. I'll go bright green with some white pants. I'm here for it. Let's make it happen.
Okay, number 2. Oh my gosh. Would you rather your spouse forget to flush or never close a single cabinet?
Oh man.
Are you guilty of either?
For sure not guilty of not flushing our kids though. Don't me.
This morning, I got
Oh, pee for sure. Yeah.
You were gone. You left early.
I got up at 3 a.m. to use the restroom. I wasn't sure I was going to say that. I made a split-second decision. I got up at 3 a.m. Had to go pee. Had just, drank a little bit too much the night before, and apparently I'm getting to that age. Yeah, water. Come on now. Hydrated as ever, and did have a Canadian Dry last night. Phenomenal. Big ginger ale fan. But ginger ale got to me at 3 a.m. Went to the bathroom. Didn't want to wake you or the kids, and so you are correct. I did for sure did not flush that. TMI. My bad. Greater marriage family. Now you know.
I mean,
that's great. Yeah.
I guess as long as it's number 1, not number 2.
Oh yeah, never.
This reminds me of, our oldest was probably 3 years old, and he's about as type A as they come. Comes by naturally. And
just like his father.
I remember you pointing out one time that little bitty toddler walking around, and you had been in the kitchen and maybe left a cabinet or 3 open while you were cooking, and he comes through and just is slamming them all shut like he's making a point.
I don't know where he's seen that kind of behavior before, but yeah, that was a learned habit. That wasn't something he came up with on his own. Mind you, I was still using those cabinets. I was probably still needing a dish out of there, or a spice out of there, or a utensil out of there, and so why give yourself double the work, It's tough.
What's your answer? Would you rather me forget to flush?
Oof. I will close cabinets all day. Flush that toilet. I will close cabinets all day. Get out of here. Yeah, not a chance. Okay, would you rather... oh, man, this is a good one. Never be allowed to cuddle again, or be forced to cuddle under a heating blanket every night? I don't even know why you're thinking about this. Get away from me. Don't cuddle. I would rather never cuddle again. We read a statistic one time, because we are not big cuddlers. And we read a statistic one time that said healthy marriages don't need to cuddle, because cuddling is a sign of like insecurity, that like you need to let them know you're there. And we're like, yeah, don't touch me. Like, we got a king size bed for a reason. Stay on your side.
Because some people are fist touch.
Of course.
Sure, not me. You are even fistful touch, but when you're sleeping, you're like face down below.
Oh yeah.
Need all the space in the world. So I don't necessarily agree with that statistic.
No, a hand on you is enough. Like, I don't need to be big spoon. No, get out of here. I'm good on that. I am good on the cuddling. Forget the heat blanket. I am a furnace anyways. And so, I'm good.
All right. Number 4. Would you rather have to wait? Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, did we use this question? Would you rather have to wear matching outfits every day, or only be allowed to dress like you did in high school?
Listen.
For clarification, we were in high school in
the greatest era ever, the early 2000s.
The very, very early 2000s.
No doubt.
And I mean, there was some pretty extreme fashion statements.
I wore some backwards jerseys. I did. I wore some jewelry from IcedOutGear.com. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably more like 7th, 8th grade. By high school, I was pretty Hollistered out. I was pretty much puka shells, Hollister, khaki shorts that cost way too much.
Did you have your earrings yet?
Nope, earrings came after we got to the house. Dad would not allow that. They would have been ripped out very promptly by my former Marine father. So I got the earrings once I got to the house, and he was actually pretty cool with it. I think you liked the diamond studs a lot more than you did, that's for sure.
We did not diamond studs.
It's very true.
That was actually like the prerequisite. It's like, I'm not actually going to go on a date with this guy unless he gets rid of his earrings.
Yeah. Well, they could have been gauges by then and they weren't. So you're very welcome. Praise. All right. What about you? Are you matching me every single day? And mind you, you've got to match me. So are you matching me every day or are you dressing like you did in high school?
I mean, I don't like either of those because I like to wear color. You like to wear nothing. I mean,
Excuse me?
nothing with color. You have some more things. So I don't love that, but man, I'm trying to remember back in high school. Honestly, some of my high school trends are coming back around.
They are.
You know?
You wear gauchos? You still have gauchos?
I don't. Oh man. But I mean, I could do a flare jean. I could do the layered tank tops again.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I will never ever go double collar again. Although I mean, I had them all. I had the white polo with the teal bird and the teal polo with the white bird, and you rock them one over the other, popped collar, double pop. I mean, come on.
Okay,
Yellow with the red, red with the yellow. I mean, we killed it.
Dress preppy, but then like deep down, you were like an emo kid.
Yeah, listen, there were faces, all right? So I had my gangster face, right? Nelly only, and I was hooping, wearing backwards jerseys. Jordans changed the whole bit. And then you went into, not hipster, what was I call her? Preppy Dustyn. You got double pop collar, right? And probably a little acne, little khaki shorts, puka shells. And then, that turned into Toms and skinny jeans and deep V's. And maybe a saggy beanie or two, in my Bon Iver days, my hipster days, emo days. Yeah.
I feel like
Tough.
you need to choose that option because you could be a different person every day. If you press
Unbelievable.
like you did in high school, it sounds like year by year you were, just a whole new person.
You're just really trying to find myself, I'm trying to discover the real Dustyn, found it. Heather found it for me probably, but we found it. We're there.
Okay, next question, and a little bit more connection oriented. Of course, the lighthearted questions are always so fun, but this one, would you rather have your spouse plan a big anniversary trip or a series of small surprise date nights?
I'm go big or go home. Let's do the trip. I mean, date nights are great, but I'm here for it. You planned a trip for us for our 5-year anniversary. We went to Manhattan for a few days, and it was awesome. I didn't know where we were going until we got on the plane, and it was great. Yeah. And that's one of those like core memories of the last 12, 13 years together is that trip. And it's something that I just feel like was really special. And
we planned our 10-year to Italy, and then we tossed it and you took the kids to Disney's.
We tossed it is a bold term.
Hey, you were on board.
I was on board. So Greta Mare's family, I planned a 10-year anniversary trip. Unbelievable. If you know anything about me, I'm not super black and white, not a super planner, not really an itinerary guy. I'm like a let's get there and figure it out guy. I'm like a let's get to the airport and figure it out guy, to be honest. And I had a whole itinerary. It was color coded in the Italia colors. I had what restaurants we were eating at, what hotels and Airbnbs we were staying in, what flights we were taking, what boat we were taking, the train we were going to take from Rome to, the whole thing. I had it all planned, budgeted, ready to roll. And Heather, I presented to her big deal, big trip. And so I was like, hey, I do want to show you this before we go so that we can just talk it through because I don't want you to just get on a plane and go to Italy, right? And have to leave our kids for 7 days. So I set it in front of her and she read it. It was 7. And I had to squeeze it in there, but I knew you wouldn't do 10 away from the kids. This is a big deal. I promise you. So I looked at it. She looked at it and she goes, this is awesome. What if we didn't do this? We only have 8 more summers with Jericho. What if we took the kids to Disney in LA instead? And so
those like memes that just like get you right the jugular.
Yeah.
And I had seen one about your summers with your kids, and it just hit me hard. I was really emotional. It was like our youngest, I think she was going into pre-K, and our oldest, he had just hit double digits, and yeah, I realized like we're over halfway.
He had
through.
not yet hit double digits. It was our 10-year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So he was not. Yep.
Because, we got pregnant 6 weeks after we got married, like on our first date.
No doubt, Christian couples unite. You know what I'm saying? You know how to plan? What family planning? What is that? You get married, start messing around, all of a sudden you're pregnant, you gotta get away. It just happens. I don't know. We don't know how it happens. Nobody told us. All right, no, please continue.
Our wedding anniversary was our first date away from our newborn baby.
It was.
So I was just feeling super emotional, and honestly, like looking back, I mean, Italy would have been great, but I don't regret it.
No, the trip was amazing.
Trip of a lifetime for the kids.
Yep,
and,
first time on a plane for all of them except for Noah. She went on a plane when she was a little baby on a youth trip, but
they're gonna grow up and move out, and we're gonna have. If we had kids so young, we're gonna have so many years of just you and I traveling together. But our years with just them when little are so fleeting, and so I don't regret it. Oh, maybe
I don't either.
It sounds like you got a little salted.
No, I do. I mean, I would love to go to Italy, but we will go. We will make that trip. Yeah, it's never too late, and I'm very grateful. Because I'd have been like, forget them kids, leave them at grandma's house, we're going. So I am very happy that you knocked some sense into me and that we did that trip because it was unforgettable. I mean, incredible trip. What about you? Are you taking the big trip or are you taking date nights?
Big trip.
Let's go.
I mean, date nights are necessary and great.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I also feel like because there have been seasons where we haven't been able to like do, I mean, I so admire the couples who are like every Friday night we go out on a date and goals. I mean, we're gonna get there. We're actually tipping into that season of like our oldest is old enough to stay home with the other kids, and so babysitting is so much easier. But we have for sure been in those seasons where it feels impossible to get out between sports schedules and work and vocational ministry and all the things. And I think that we found a way to have date nights that worked for us.
Yeah.
Even if that meant that they were at home. And so, we can always make that happen. It's like our kids have always gone to bed early so that we have that intentional time together. And so, yeah, let's go out on the patio. Let's have, let's DoorDash some dessert. We can make a date night at home. Yes, there is something about leaving the home, going out. But if we're weighing the two, I'm with you. Go big or go home.
Let's go. Speaking of go big or go home, would you rather fast from treats like sugar or social media as a couple?
Social media.
For sure. Easy answer.
I can't give up. I mean, I do give up sweets that.
Take my phone and give me some chocolate. I'm down.
That's the hardest part. Every year we do a Daniel fast at the beginning of the year. And the hardest part, it's like, sure, the meat I can do without. The bread, miss it some, but I can do without. But the dang sweets.
For you, yes, that is.
For you, you're like, give me some.
I'm like,
fries.
I just need something processed. Like, I just need something fried. I need something that's just horrible for me, just every once in a while. And 21 days is a long time to go without that, for sure. I mean, I miss, like meat as well, burgers, and all the things. Breakfast is tough on the Daniel fast. It is tough.
Yeah,
Oh man, miss eggs.
love fasting now.
Love fasting.
Really encourage fasting.
We encourage living a fast lifestyle, and not just the Daniel fast. We encourage real fasting too, because Danielle's a diet. So that's not. I am hoping you feel convicted, because we do not consider that a full fast, but here for it.
Okay. We got a couple more here that we'll dip into on this episode. Would you rather relive your worst argument with your spouse or your most awkward date together?
Oh man. For sure, most awkward date.
You would relive that?
Yes. I mean, worst argument is tough. Like that's pretty brutal.
That brings up a lot of hard emotions. Awkward brings up a lot of awkward.
I think there's a difference between like your worst argument and your hardest argument, if that makes sense. There's things that you tackle that are just hard conversations to have. And it's like, man, that was brutal. And then there's like, just like the rage arguments that it's like, oh, that was like the most heated it's ever gotten, right? And either one of those, I'm trading for the most awkward, I'm wondering if we're thinking of the same date. Like what is your most awkward date moment?
Oh, I mean, for sure.
The backpack.
You would consider it a date. Or a backpack for the whole night.
No, okay. Here's the deal. I lived in Tulsa. Heather lived in Missouri. And I was driving in and wanted to surprise her at her house. And
Surprise me, all right?
I surprised her. But my sister lived with her. So and honestly, Heather and I were really just getting to know one another, but it was a long distance thing. And so we were falling in love with one another, but it was, for those of you who know our story, it was a crazy story. And so it was still like odd to be together in a room. And we had only been together a couple of times because, again, this whole thing was happening through phone and Skype and just long distance, texting, words with friends. And so that's like the only way we would communicate. And so I came into town and I was just expecting like my sister to be like the median, like, oh, she knows Heather, and obviously, like she's my sister, so like it's gonna be cool with the three of us to be able to have a conversation, and like there can be like some I don't know, like third wheel to kind of keep the conversation rolling. And so I get out of the car for whatever reason, put my backpack on. I don't know why I felt the need to walk because I was gonna stay at my parents' house that night, and for whatever reason, I thought, well, hanging out at Heather's house, might as well bring my stuff with me, like.
Oh, I see. Because you were hoping that I.
No. Listen. We were Christians. We were dating. I was not planning anything. So I did, however, for whatever reason, grab my backpack and did not stay the night. Did stay with my parents. Walked in, knocked on the door. You answered the door, and I'm just like, hey, where's Ashley? And you're like, she's not here. It's just me. Like, with you and I, we're gonna like a little date night at the house. We're making dinner, hanging out, and I just like. You were like, do you want to come in? And I was like, yeah. And like did like the awkward like.
You like held the strap.
Yeah, like holding. Like when the kids, like the Naruto run. You know what I'm saying? Like when the kids like run with their arms back with the backpack on, or they're like got it strapped up. That's exactly. I was just like awkwardly bunched up with my backpack on, and like walked in the house, and I was like, your house is nice. And you're like, thanks. And then you're like, give me a tour, and I'm still like thumbs locked in, just locked into the backpack.
I asked you, do you want to take your backpack? You said,
no, I did. I didn't know that was the moment that I did because I remember being locked in. You being like, "Do you want to take your backpack off?" And I was like, "Oh God, I took my backpack off." Like, oh yeah, sure, totally, totally. Take my backpack off. Very awkward, very awkward moment. You had an awkward moment as well. When you came to visit Tulsa, we had an awkward moment as well. Our first kiss was one of the most awkward things that's ever happened to us. I mean, we got through some very awkward moments to get to the point where we are.
I think that first time you came over and it was just me there, I think that was like the indicator of, hey, you should probably not ever be alone together.
Oh man, it's like, hey, not because anything's gonna happen, just because it's weird. It's just a little weird. You need to be around people. Like,
of course, we encourage that with couples to not put themselves in, when you're in the dating scene, not put yourself in a potentially compromising situation and all that. And I mean, growing up in church and youth group, I feel like that was pretty hammered out. The True Love Waits movement.
Oh, come on, we're talking about purity rings, all the things.
So,
don't touch each other.
Maybe that was just like the Holy Spirit just being like, hey, remember, you shouldn't be alone.
Yeah, I was just leaving some room for Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like just leaving that distance between us. Yeah. The backpack was my buffer. It was my what do you like my purity buffer? You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't. I wouldn't let you come here. I was trying to be awkward, babe. I knew you just couldn't resist, and so I was like, if I just am awkward a little bit, then maybe won't be as hard. I'm just making excuses for myself. I don't know what that was. Okay, last one. Here we go. Would you rather have your spouse correct your driving or your grammar? What if they already do both? Do I get to delete one?
Okay, grammar is like a pet peeve of mine, and the driving is just
another pet peeve of yours.
Sure.
And here's the issue. Here's the issue.
Like fearing for my life. And
No. Listen. Heather is like, you see all the memes about women and wives and all the things, right? Heather is the meme. Like, I will come up too hot on a stoplight and she's like, grabs the side, grabs the middle. I'm like, babe, you don't have to react like that. And then
also is one most dramatic in high school. So
hang on, I won it twice.
Take this with a grain
back to back most dramatic. This is not me being dramatic. This is me being legitimate. Okay, so Heather, deep, sigh, breath, screech, grab it, whatever. But then we'll be in the car and she will check the heck out of a curve and just, boom, oh, whoopsies. And just like keep on rolling like nothing ever happened. Like she won't even break conversation. She'll be talking, smoke a curb, and finish the sentence without even acknowledging it. It's unbelievable. Who's been in more wrecks, babe? Oh, in the past 5 years.
Hold on.
In the past 5 years. I did total my truck in a parking lot, but we don't have to go there.
I am 36 years old and was just in my first wreck. That was not my fault.
Ooh, kidding.
You wrecked a truck in an empty parking lot.
I sure did. That's a story for another day.
There's no comparison.
It's a story for another day.
No comparison.
Yeah. You got 5 tickets in one day. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's not a wreck. And it wasn't one day. It was 1 year.
Oh, 5 tickets in a year. 7 in a year. My bad.
I've had one.
Oh yeah, you've had
in
one since.
2011.
Well,
So that was a long time ago.
you're crushing it, babe.
I've learned.
Crushing it.
I didn't realize that this episode was actually going to cause like some tension.
Okay.
Like debrief after this.
Answer the question. Would you rather only correct my driving or only correct my grammar? You have to pick.
Oh man. That is really hard for me. Because both of those, I guess, I can't give up correcting your driving.
Yeah. Well, I think I would take that. To be honest, so there is this one grammar correction that we continually revisit, and it wasn't even like I messed up the word. And I think you know where I'm going with this. There was one time where we were talking, I was telling Heather a story, and it was getting late and I was getting tired. And when you're tired, you yawn. And when I talk, I just talk through my yawn, and so I can remember explaining a movie to Heather and in the middle of it yawning, and in the yawn saying, "Have you ever seen it?" Trying to ask her, "Have you ever seen the movie?" And of course, when you yawn, it comes out, a little bit, "Have you ever seen it?" And Heather just looked at me and goes, "I've never seen it." And so now I feel like I can't yawn without Heather looking at me going, "Have you ever seen it?" Like I'm the dude from the Goonies or something. And I'm just trying to talk through a yawn and finish my statement. Finish my question. Instead of grammar corrections. It's not stupidity. It was a grammar moment, but it is one that haunts me. I can't yawn without hearing my wife going, "Have you ever seen it?" in the background. That's every time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate that, babe.
It is so much better to your life.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well,
Wow.
wow, what a day. What an episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us, babe. How can we make our marriage greater today?
Oh gosh. Okay. Obviously, we'll go through a few questions. The resource that you can download on our website has 20 would you rather questions. As you have heard,
Maybe don't do them all in one day. Maybe split them up, guys.
some are funny, some are engaging. There are some on there that are more deep thinking, spiritually based, all the things. But I think it's clear to see that this conversation is probably not a normal date night conversation. It's not business. It's not just talking about work and the kids.
But man, it's a blast.
It's having fun together.
Yeah.
And all the spin-off conversations that can happen, all the reminiscing that can happen when you just kind of talk about things that you don't usually talk about. So I think that we can make our marriage greater today by thinking outside the box, talking about things that are out of the ordinary, and truly getting to know our spouse on a deeper level.
I agree, man. Take some of the questions that we asked today, take some of the ones from our free resource, and talk through them with your spouse. And man, lean into your differences. Like, don't allow those to be a pain point. Allow them to be a humor point. We've talked about the fact that we are different in every way. And we're thankful for our differences. And we bug each other in our differences. And we've had arguments over our differences and all of the things. But the Lord brought us together for a reason. He made us different for a reason. We sharpen one another. We critique one another. We enjoy one another's presence. We make one another better. And so, man, embrace that. Embrace your differences. Embrace don't allow these to become an argument. Allow them to become a humorous point of, you're crazy, I would never do that. And laugh through it. Don't take yourself so seriously. And I think you guys will have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in with us. As always, we're here every week. We are here for you as well. If there's anything that we can stand in faith with you about, that we can pray with you about, feel free to reach out to us. You can do that through our website or any of our social media platforms. Thanks again for tuning in. Go be great.